Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading Skinny People of Reddit. What did you eat today? And how do you stay skinny, may I ask? Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. Absolutely nothing. Too poor or not hungry. I am 6'2" and 150 pounds. I think I got that right, not American. I rarely get hungry. I only eat because I know I need to. I used to just eat dinner every day for years, but my doctor told me how bad it was, so now I eat breakfast, not because I'm hungry, but because it is healthy. I still never eat lunch, but that being said, when I was a teenager, I used to eat so much it was ridiculous. Breakfast, porridge with skim milk, 152 calories. Lunch, 3 spring rolls, 240 calories, and 50 grams of vanilla ice cream, 104 calories. A snack, 30 grams sweet and salty proper corn popcorn, 129 cal. Dinner, cod steak and parsley sauce, 104 cal, and 205 gram Maris Piper potatoes chopped, sprayed with 1 cal oil spray and baked, 148 calories. A snack, 120 gram lemon fat-free Greek yogurt, 83 cal. Supper, more ice cream, 104 cal. Total calories, 1,064. Basically, I stay skinny by counting the calories of everything I eat and making sure it's below 1,200. Honestly, I don't care about eating healthily, just about the calories. I used to be overweight and lost around 50 pounds. As soon as I stop counting calories, I start piling weight back on fast. I've had 2 diet sodas and 4 16-ounce cups of water. I deal with depression, and one side effect is that I am just never hungry, and there are very few things that taste even remotely edible to me. Just eating is a challenge some days. Today has not been a particularly good day. I'm headed to the store tonight, and I'm getting stuff to make dinner, and I'll buy a pie or something I actually like just to get some extra calories. 3 glasses of ice water so far. A small bowl of Raisin Bran plus milk. 1 Maruchan instant lunch. Tonight I'm going to go to a good hamburger joint. I'll probably have some fries and a sandwich. Staying skinny is about the water, really. When you drink soda or sweet beverages, it gives you a lot of calories that you don't notice. It leaves an aftertaste that makes you want more. Drink water when your mouth is bored. Eat when you're hungry. 5'8", 15-year-old male, roughly 110 pounds. Breakfast, fried egg and toast, then a slice of watermelon. Lunch, hot dog, bag of chips, and Pepsi. A snack, a bunch of Ruffles, and a glass of Pepsi. Chocolate milk 2 hours later. Dinner, tortilla and ground beef, Indian style, and a bottle of water. Dessert, a slice of chocolate cake and a glass of milk. Can't really explain why I weigh so light, other than not eating a good breakfast every day and a fair amount of cardio. I had light yogurt and a protein bar for breakfast, a grilled chicken and spinach flatbread for lunch, and salmon and broccoli for dinner. I'm 5'2" and weigh 100 pounds. I run 2 miles 7 days a week with an incline and have a Monday to Saturday strength workout plan that works different parts of my body each day. Working out usually takes up about an hour of my day, if that, so it isn't hard to make time for it. Besides that, I just try to not go over 1,200 to 1,300 calories. I'm also naturally small and athletically built, but no one would tell you that I look unhealthily skinny. It's just about setting a standard and sticking to it. 90% of days, breakfast, Cheerios, or a Cliff Builder's bar. Lunch used to be these amazing soups or a sandwich from a place called Cooking Matters. Now it's closed and I just cry for about an hour, then get a sandwich or a wrap somewhere, or an omelet. Dinner, soup or ramen or pasta that I make myself. Example 1, ramen. Example 2, Biang noodles, homemade. Dinner varies, but it is almost always 1 to 2 hours of cooking plus eating. Ideally, lots of fats, cheese, butter, eggs, some carbs, and some veggies. I love homemade soup. Usually the secret to a good pasta dish is to not use a lot of pasta. Sometimes a frozen spinach pizza or something if I'm feeling lazy. I like making my own burgers, but haven't lately. I like cow, chicken, and lamb, but it's usually too complicated to make, so I tend to eat meat when I eat out instead. Staying skinny may be more of what I don't do. 0 trans fats. I never eat any sugar, except Cliff Bar sugar, never drink any soda, and black coffee only. I would never touch many of the sugary and disgusting sauces that are out there. A crappy salad dressing or BBQ sauce. I've never been to McDonald's and don't like most fast food. I have no snacks in my house except potato chips and peanuts. I think if you want to get skinny, the first thing you should try is measure yourself every single day and record it. Many scales do this automatically. I use one by a company called Withings, but it's kind of wonky, so there are probably better options. Remove all sugar from your diet. Revisit everything you eat to check if it's sugar content. No more Starbucks lattes, no more soda, and no more sugary alcohol drinks, etc. And go from there, making small adjustments in diet. 2 eggs, bagel, half an avocado, and some cheese. A smoothie with a bunch of milk, 5 strawberries, Greek yogurt, a ton of spinach, and some sunflower sprouts. Dinner was homemade pizza with organic whole wheat crust, tomatoes, spinach, back Canadian bacon, tomato sauce, and lactose-free cheese. 2 bananas, and 6 glasses of water and counting. I had half a fried cake donut with chocolate frosting and sprinkles, a small bag of Lay's salt and vinegar chips, a microwavable cup of Velveeta macaroni and cheese, 2 pieces of Little Caesars pizza and 3 breadsticks, a couple handfuls of sour cream and cheddar ruffle chips, about 2 liters of Mountain Dew, and 3/4 of a 12-ounce can of Pepsi. I may eat unhealthily, but I barely eat, so I guess it cancels out. So far, I've eaten a fried egg and buttered toast with a glass of orange juice for breakfast, an orange and a little bite-sized piece of ice cream for snacks. For lunch, I had maybe 1.5 to 2 cups of mapo tofu that I made for dinner last night, along with a cup of white rice. I probably won't eat anything till dinner, which is planned to be a chicken thigh marinated in miso and brown sugar and then baked, with some green beans stir-fried in a sesame peanut sauce. I'm totally American, but I'm living in Japan at the moment, and buying Asian ingredients is just cheaper and easier. I often make normal American food like baked mac and cheese, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, chicken pasta, etc., but today just happens to be one of my more Asian days. Anyways, I used to weigh 80 more pounds than I do now, and I only lost it by calorie counting. Even now, I have to be careful about my calories. If I skip counting for a few weeks, I can easily gain 5 pounds or more. Cheesy grits with bacon and poached eggs, half of a chocolate and cheese brioche, some watermelon, French bread with triple cream brie and 2 types of salami, a salad with fresh mozzarella and balsamic vinaigrette, pasta with shrimp, scallops, and a tomato sauce, and a couple glasses of wine. Today was a good day. Breakfast, bowl of porridge, and coffee. On the way to work, 2 biscuits, cookies for Americans, sheesh, another coffee. At work, salt and pepper, calamari and salad, bottle of rose water lemonade. On my way home from work, cherry ripe bar. At home, roast almond chocolate and a cup of tea. Dinner, homemade chicken and vegetable pastry with mashed potato, corn, carrots, and zucchini on the side. Hot chocolate and lamington, Australian delicacy, and chocolate dipped sponge cake squares rolled in coconut. Another cup of tea and bed. I'm so skinny I find it hard to gain weight. How are you guys not all dead? Portion control and spreading it out. Most of the time people eat over what their stomach can hold, and it causes them to be hungrier faster due to the stretching of the stomach. If you realize that the average human stomach is about the size of your fist, and it is supposed to tell you it is full when it is half to 2/3 full, it is possible to see where an expanded stomach can cause overconsumption. For breakfast, I had a type of Chinese flatbread that literally translates to green onion oil cracker or something like that. For my mid-morning snack, I had a slice of ice cream cake. For lunch, I had a pineapple coconut banana smoothie. For pre-dinner, I had some wild-caught salmon with Asian mayo. For pre-dinner snack, I had a bag of hot Cheetos. I will probably have a rotisserie chicken for dinner and more ice cream cake for dessert. Then nachos for an evening snack. I'm 85 pounds, ain't too underweight, just short, and I swim, so I just eat whatever, hooray. Breakfast, some variant of eggs, bacon, cheese, or other meat. Black coffee with coconut oil and butter. Lunch, skip it or eat a salad. A snack, handful of nuts or a Quest bar. Dinner, steak or chicken. Guess which diet I'm on. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. Click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. Phony Pony says May 2020 and July 2018. 14 kilogram, 30-pound difference. Psych Cookies says it's working. Female, 5'5", starting weight 94 kilogram, current weight 79 kilogram. Also, face gains. Fitness Stuff says 17 kilogram difference in these photos, almost 1 year on the journey. I'm loving this summer because I have so much more energy to do things, and it feels like for the first time in a long time, I'm living the good life. Stats, 20 years old, 162 centimeters, starting weight 85 kilograms, current weight 64 kilograms. So thankful for past me. Thanks for sharing Future Narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching, Narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.